you. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hey, check out my shirt real quick. Got a shirt made. How's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Morning, Tony, Will, David, everybody else hopping in here. Good morning. Enrico. So I finally got logged into Trade of 8 because if I'm logged into Ninja Trader, but that's because I'm with my live account. I know some other people were able to get in with Trade of 8 credentials. So hopefully everything's good. But I have my max risk limits in place where if all chaos breaks out, I have my max that I risk per day is locked into my Rhythmic accounts. It's locked into my live account. Worst case, I lose my max risk, and that's all I can do. Thanks. Yeah, I put the logo, and then on the back, I have my website. Kind of can't really see it, but all good. All right, let's hop into the charts here. So we are still, yesterday was just kind of ugly, indecisive. Did go into that fair value gap, the daily. We're on the daily chart. Oh, I guess I got to make sure and mention with this new layout, you don't see what chart I'm on. I'm on the daily. And now we are pushing down. I was, as I mentioned yesterday in the analysis, I was watching this discount wick. I think we are going to keep trying to push down. And we'll see. It might not just be smooth. Now, we do have 9:45 a.m. News and 10 a.m. news. So we'll see how that impacts. But I really don't. I think we're going to keep going down, but we'll see. That's just the daily chart there. It's looking like it. The 4-hour, we are expanding down. So we're taking these lows. We're expanding down. And if we stay down, we'll have some displacement on the 4-hour fair value, 4-hour chart there as well. The 1 hour, I didn't have too much. I did have this fair value gap here where we took these lows, we pulled up into the fair value gap, and we're coming down. So I really have nothing else stopping price from, just coming back down into that weekly fair value gap. We'll see. 15-minute chart. I didn't have too much here either. We have the London range. Okay, always mark that. And we have, we pull back down here, went up into this area here, where this 1 hour fair value gap is, displaced lower through these lows, leaving this SIBI. We pulled up to this SIBI. Now we're continuing down. But when I zoom out and I'm looking, I'm not seeing like real big areas where I'm like, yeah, we need to go there. But I'm going to mark. We traded pretty much all the way through this BISI a long time ago. We're in it now, so I'm going to take note of that. And then there's also a lower one here. So, and I'm showing these just in case if we do go down, that may cause a little bit of hesitation. So tell you what, I'm going to leave this lower one here. All right. And, but yeah, like I'm not seeing really relative equal highs. Like I'm not seeing anything that I'm like, yeah, we need to go there. And because of that, like, I don't see a real reason to go up. Like yesterday, I was like, okay, well, we may go up into this area, and I don't see a reason to go higher. And that's kind of what happened. And it came down, and now, like, through this down move here, I really don't see much reason to come up unless if we open and we do like a run up into this 15-minute SIBI and then continue down. But we'll see. And then we have the news, like I said. So be patient and don't do anything stupid Friday. All right, so let's hop down to the 5-minute. Again, I'm not really seeing much, so we'll just see. I'm just, if we do keep going down, I want to see most of these fair value gaps stay respected. If anything, like I said, maybe run back up into this 15-minute SIBI, but it doesn't even have to do that, to be honest. Now we're on the 1 minute, and yeah, the 1 minute, there's still not much, but maybe some little relative equal highs in here, some internal range liquidity. That's why I'm saying, like, maybe we go up into here. Maybe. But it doesn't need to. So I'm going to mark this as like a minor buy-side liquidity. Just in case if we... Oh, crap. Just in case if we want to do, like the open high and then low close. So manipulation up a little bit. So we'll see. We're about to open here in 25 seconds. And we're at 713. Yeah, so we have a big discount gap. We're gapping down here. So basically, I'm going to mark this opening range gap, and then I'll see if we want to go at least to the midpoint of it. So we'll see where that is. 7, we're way down there. All right, here we go. So there it is down here. So we have our close, and then we have our open. Come on. There we go. Opening range gap. And boom. There we go. Let's zoom back out. All right. So, yeah, like I said, there's a couple things here. I'm not really seeing a big reason to go up. But we have the news too, so kind of be cautious. But look at this. This is when things line up perfectly, I'm always cautious of that. See where I said maybe some relative equal highs here? Well, look where the midpoint of the opening range gap is. We're literally right there. Right? So I do want to be cautious before going short, because I am still short biased overall. Bearish. But I do want to see if we want to do our open and maybe, come up somewhere and then continue down. But we'll see. So if anything, this area, I'll wait and see if we get something there. Then look for a market structure shift back down. Unless if it just obviously, y'all know how I play it. If it just goes up and really shows me, okay, my bias was wrong, then I shift. Morning. Tony, hey, Tony. Mentioned the gap on the daily at 24,845. Let me see. Man, my sinuses are jacked up. 24. I don't have a gap on the daily chart except for up here. Talking about 24,845. Are you talking about right here? So that's if today we close down, we'll have a volume imbalance there. But we're not closed yet. We need that to close first. So that's a good observation, though, because I do always take note of that. I know if we close down today, we will have this volume imbalance. And then I got to kind of see how far down we went. Because if we come down and close down and we don't take any of these lows and we leave that volume imbalance there is a probability next week that we do come up and fill that volume imbalance before continuing down. All right, here we go. Right up to that area. Okay, I don't know if that imbalance is actually there, so I'm going to refresh my charts here. Save and reload. Looks like do y'all have a volume imbalance right here? Well, I know a lot of y'all are on MNQ. I wonder if that volume imbalance exists or if it's it looks like it's actually there. I think that volume imbalance is there. I'm going to refresh again. We may be getting a suspension block right here. And when we get close to that 9:45 news, I'm going to take a quick pause because I got to run in the house and out of my office into the house and say something to my son real quick before he leaves. But I will be back this time. It'll only be a couple minutes. Yeah, sorry about yesterday. I had and that's why it's good to tell y'all what I do, because had a call I had to get on and just couldn't make it back. So that'll happen sometimes. And hey, yo, good morning. And I haven't made that video yet because I knew all these emails from Apex were going to be coming out. So I didn't want to make the video yet because I want all the emails to release first. Yeah, hey, yo, there's an issue with connecting. Some people are able to get on with their prop firm accounts and some are not. I actually did not really have much of a problem because I use my live account as my leader. So I think it's just kind of hit or miss. I'm going to mark this suspension block here. Again, I'm not looking to go long yet. It's got to really prove to me that it's going to keep going up. But it is getting through that pretty clean. I'm still not convinced yet, though. So we'll see. And like I say, there's 9:45 news. And 10 a.m. news. So be cautious. All right, we are closed. We closed that opening range gap completely. Hitting the 8:30 open. Yeah, if we just keep going up, I might have to. Still too early for me. It's only 9:36. I'm most likely, unless something right around 9:50 happens and it looks very clean, I'm most likely going to be waiting till after 10 today. You know what? My clock is not showing. Huh. There it is. It moved on me. I have my clock to display down there. There we go. All right. Now y'all can see the clock on the bottom right. Okay. Back up into this 1 hour fair value gap. We'll see. We'll see. We're about 5.5 minutes out for 9:45 news. So I'm going to wait for that 9:45 news. I'm just going to let it kind of draw to where it wants to draw. And I'm going to wait. So because of that, I'll be right back. Okay. Give me just a couple minutes and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. A couple more minutes till the news. Nah, I didn't want to put the pause screen on because I didn't want everybody to have like PTSD from yesterday. Man, this thing's going. It's going. So I had to go tell my son. I found out that he won district MVP for basketball. So I had to go let him know. Yeah, pretty exciting. So then next week we go to use a gone fishing sign. Yeah, have some kind of like aquatic sound, some bubbles and little fish swimming around like a screensaver. All right. 1 minute till news. Yeah, he's super excited because like he's been working hard. And yeah, super excited. We have regionals next week, so we're homeschool, so it's I mean it's big. I mean there's a lot of teams, but district is like, I'm in Texas, Houston area. It's like all Houston. There's I think a couple Dallas teams. There's San Antonio teams. There's like all around Texas, and then then we won state. Then we go to regionals, which includes like Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, a bunch of other states. So that's this coming weekend, next weekend. And then nationals, of course, is national. So that's in March. So I will be March 16th through 20th, not streaming live at all that week. Oh, man, I have some sinuses. Feel fine, but I just have sinuses in my nose. All right. Hit the midpoint of the London range. At this point, so we have 9:45 news, and then, of course, like I said, we have 10 a.m. news. So at this point, here, I know this fair value gap's there. I know that one's there. At this point, like y'all kind of know my rules here. I was looking more bearish, right? But we opened and we're just running up. We did pull up into here. We're running up, right? So at this point, I'm going to wait for one of two things. Eventually, like, we could keep going up, but what I want to wait for is, let's see where it goes, and then if it's going to invert a fair value gap and come down, but then also I'm waiting for a 15-minute fair value gap somewhere. We have seen where price just runs and runs and runs. It could run. Like, if you thought it was going to be bullish, this would have been a trade right here at this 939 candle. We were still inside that 15-minute fair value gap, though. You have this fair value gap, this BISI here. Oh, man, I just can't breathe through my nose. That's the only bad thing. So let me go to the 15-minute chart. Let's start zooming out some. We still do. We do have these relative equal highs up here, and I think this was the high from like one of the days. I think Wednesday. 134.50. 125. I don't know. I think I remember this being a high somewhere, or one of the days. Yeah, Wednesday. That was a high. Maybe if we keep going up, but then we still have that daily fair value gap there. And we have not inverted. We've traded through it. But yeah, so here we're on the 15-minute chart. This move up here, excuse me. I want to see, so we have 12 minutes, right, until 9:45. I mean, until 10 a.m. I want to see, are we going to rebalance this, come all the way back down, or are we going to leave a BISI in here? If we leave a BISI in here, then I have two options. Basically, if we pull back down into the BISI, then I'll wait and see if we get a market structure shift and a long out of it. Or if we pull back into it and we just like continue going through it like an inversion, then I'll wait till we're traded, pretty deep into it, at least where it's showing me that we're going to go lower. And then I'll look for a short entry. So for now, and that's mainly, and look at this SIBI right there. And this is mainly because, like, I'm still not bullish right now. See it right there. And there's usually always a reason why price stops. Price typically doesn't just stop in the middle of nowhere for no reason. So if it stops, I'll look for why. Look left. There's usually something there. All right, let's go back to the 1 minute. Now, what I will be watching is this BISI here. To see if it becomes an inversion or if it holds. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm waiting for. Just going to be patient. It's about to be 9:50 now. So if it shows me something very strong here at around 9:50, some displacement down, this become an inversion, then I might look to short. But you got to be very careful because, like I said, on that 15-minute, we have a potential BISI forming. But I still don't have a real big reason for it to keep going up. So let's see. Let's see. Be patient on Friday and don't do anything stupid. Here we go. Straight through, clean inversion, potentially. Still have 33 seconds. So we got to look right here and make sure price doesn't stop at a potential order block there. Nice, Chris. Look at that. That's perfection so far. Yeah, like I know y'all can't see my whole chart to the left, so I got to remember that. But it's also because the proportion, how I had it before, if y'all go back and look at the older videos, even though it showed the whole chart, it was like squeezed a little bit, and it just kind of like made it look, I don't know, to me it always bothered me. So this one, the proportion is fine, so you shouldn't get, you should see pretty clear the numbers and everything. It's just cutting off a piece. So like, where's the end? Right here. It's about 3/4 of my chart. All right, so we are looking like, I just wanted to put that there as a visual that I'm watching here. I want to see it get through there. Pretty sure this is going to be an inversion now. That's my inversion color. And we may get a little SIBI here. And because I am, it's 9:52, I may look to short this because I am more bearish. No, I put that black bar there on purpose because I didn't want to see. That to me is useless. to just see the time frames and instrument and all that. Yeah, there's news at 10 a.m. There's some more news at 10 a.m. So we got to be careful of that. If this doesn't give me anything and we start getting, under 5 minutes to news, then I'll probably just wait. I mean, I usually speak on what I'm trading, and that's why I mentioned earlier that when I flip through the charts, that now I need to mention what time frame I'm on. I usually say that though. I usually say I'm on the 15, but I just need to have more of a mental note to remember to say what chart I'm on. All right, we're trading back up into there. I'm going to look in case we hold up here. Not convinced yet. That's why I'm not just going to short immediately. And we're getting close to that news. We're getting closer. Came right back down to the high of that opening range gap. We'll see if this area holds up here with this inversion. And remember, there's another BISI right below this. So we traded through a lot of it, but not completely. $8.59. It's a pretty decent sized stop. That's the thing. You got to make sure also you don't get all right, let's see. I may short this here. If we get an entry, nope, no entry. What I was going to say is you got to, sometimes with the chart, the way it forms and the volatility, it can look small, but it actually be a large stop. So you got to be careful of that too. Like, if I take a trade right in here around 859-ish, 857, wherever an entry might come, if I go to this high up here, that's about a little over 30 point stop. I really do prefer being around 20, but so let's just say we get 855-ish. That's where I could go to the fair value gap. It's 31 point stop there. But now we have another little swing high here that I could put my stop if I do end up shorting. We're less than 5 minutes out from news, so let's see. It's not huge news, but it's enough to I think it's enough to keep the market going where it should be going. But then that means we're going to have a 15-minute BISI. So I'm going to wait. Because now we're hesitating here, and we have 4 minutes. And if we go to the 15-minute chart here, we're going to get this BISI right here. And I can't short into a brand new, fresh BISI. Even though that's the opening bar, I just can't do it. It's not there yet, but look how it's not confirming. And now because we're so close, we have just over 3 minutes left. It may displace down with news. It may not. But I do know for a fact we're going to get a 15-minute BISI there, so I'm not going to short this. So let me get rid of this. And let's just wait. What might end up happening is it could go down into this one. Either way, 2.5 minutes. And I'm fine with missing this and it displacing lower and keep going because I'm going to have more opportunities if that happens. But I need it to show me that it's going to do that. Because now we have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And that's why you always got to be looking at the higher time frame as well and anticipating what's to come. Because if you're not anticipating that 15-minute busy, that could be dangerous. Yeah, Benton, I've seen some stuff like that too. Like little boxes that shows. Like I'll probably look for something over the weekend to see if there's a something I can display to show the. Now I know I can put a watermark on the chart that'll show like NQ. I don't really want that though, but yeah, I don't know. I could probably. Oh, I see what's happening. Oh, hold on. Ah. Okay. When I tested this and set up this overlay, that bottom bar on the very bottom that says disclaimer and has the clock on the right, that little bar right above it that you can see my mouse over right now, that was lower under this bar. That's why I put the clock there. So I guess for whatever reason, I bet you I wasn't logged in or something and it wasn't showing the panel on the bottom and it's pushing everything up. Anyways, whatever. Streamer problems. All right, here we go. 5 seconds for the news. Look at that. Woo! Glad I'm not in a trade. 10 o'clock. There's the news. We got our Bissy. 15-minute Bissy. Now, back to the 1 minute. Excuse me. I want to see, are we going to come back into this and then go up? Or are we going to run up here somewhere, maybe take London high, maybe do something up here, and then come back down into it? Either way, I'm just waiting and anticipating to see if we come back down into this new Bissy here. And if you look at this, all this little smoothness right here, that could be some sell side liquidity for later. So if we do come up and we run up, we could be at some point after hitting maybe this daily fair value gap or something, we could look to come back down into it with some internal range sell side liquidity there. Potentially. We'll see. MNQ hit it. Woo, look at that. Into the daily fair value gap. This could be some sell side liquidity for later, but maybe not. We might be going up there to those relative equal highs on the 15-minute. Let's go to the 15-minute here. I'm going to mark it up there as a buy side liquidity if we keep going. There's nothing else really to stop price from getting there. Just want to be careful, though. Man. We got up to 083. That's at 128.25. So you got to be careful, though, too. If you take something, you're probably going to have a very large stop. So watch your stops if you're going to take something. I'm just kind of sitting here hanging out. Not eager to hop into anything right now. I mean, we still do have, if we are going to keep coming up, look at the 1 hour chart here. We still have all this, imbalance on this drop. Thursday the 12th. All that. So we'll see what it wants to do here. So now I'm watching this right here. To see what we do. Hey, cream cheese, good morning. Yeah. Got a little imbalance right there. Man, this is got another suspension block right here. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I'm just not trusting this. I'm just not. I may end up missing. If this just keeps going long, I may end up missing everything because I don't trust this. Like, I don't know. This move up right here, I'm not trusting it. Let's get rid of this guy. Suspension block here. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of all this stuff. Here we go. Let's see what we do. And of course, like I say, we got this 15-minute BISI. So if it does come back down to it, that's where I'm going to wait and see, like, what's the reaction here. After we take this little bit of sell side liquidity there, we kind of get into this 15-minute fair value gap. Are we going to come into it, look to go up again, or are we just going to come straight through and continue being bearish? You see, I just wasn't trusting that right there because I'm sure there's people that went long in here. Putting the whole narrative together, I just wasn't really trusting. And it might still go long, but I need it to show me. Is that what's going on right now, Enrico? Yeah, I need to keep my news feed going in my Discord. Oh, yeah, I see that. Right there. Yeah, because new home sales, it did do a little bit of oscillating there, and then it just ripped. Yeah, that's what I have streaming in my Discord is the Financial Juice. What's it called? Feed. Inversion. So we have a high, low, higher, high, low. So if we take these lows, we'll have a large scale breaker, a bearish breaker. But then again, of course, like I already said, I'm this whole 15-minute busy because see, we have a high, we have our low, higher high, and if we make a lower low, it's gonna be a breaker, bearish breaker. But we'll see what happens. U.S. military is planning on Iran, highly advanced with options ranging from targeting individuals to pursuing regime change. Traders now see Fed waiting until July to cut rates. Okay, let's see. We have I can't short this. Let's see. 932. Oh, actually, that's some good room there. Because if we do go short from here, we got 932 down to these lows. That's 80 points. So we'll see. I don't know if we're going to go down yet, but this is suspect to me, y'all. It got very close to that 15-minute fair value gap and left another low there. This smoothness here is very suspect to me. I don't trust this going up yet. It's looking like it's trying to, and I could be wrong, as always, but it's looking like it's trying to create some structure here where we have a long-term high. We'll see if we create a short-term high. We should get a short-term high, intermediate-term high, and then another short-term high. And if that structure happens, y'all have heard me talk about it, then we should have displacement to the downside if we get something like that to form. But the reason why I'm not really trusting this right now, and this is very suspect to me, is why do we stop right there? And maybe we do come up and take this 128.25 and then drop. But this is too suspect for me right now. This right there. I don't like that. I don't like taking a trade going away from that. Yeah, lots of Supreme Court news popping up on the news feed here. Yeah, I need to get in a better habit of this, of keeping my news feed up. I'm typically relying on Will to let me know if the feed stopped. I need to watch it more. I mean, because you never know. Like, Trump could come up, start talking. He could be scheduled like yesterday. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but that's what happened yesterday. He was scheduled for 4 p.m., and he started talking like at 10 a.m. It's like, come on. So, like, Financial Juice says that. It lets you know. So, yeah. This might be a no-trade Friday for me. Maybe. We'll see. And the other thing, like, if you're ever, sorry, my nose is just so stopped up. If you're ever just like sitting there looking, you're like, man, I really don't know. Just don't trade, right? Like, don't trade. Like, you could wait to see if something, I guess, comes about where it like becomes more clear for you. That's one thing. But if you're still sitting there and you're just like, I don't trust it, it's not clear, just don't trade. Don't trade. Like, save your capital. All right, let's see. This is right at the midpoint of that daily fair value gap, that SIBI. See right there? Stopped right there at it. I want to see this become an inversion. This BISI right here. Right there. I want to see that become an inversion. And the reason why is because we would have now, like I said, a long-term high here. Right? We have this high, which don't know what it is yet because we don't have any other swings yet. Coming right off of that daily fair value gap. I would like that. That would be very pretty good. So if we could get it to come down and create an inversion, maybe give us another, like I'm okay with this high being taken. I'm not okay with this high being taken. The reason why I'm okay with this one being taken is because if we come up and protect this one, then this right here would be an intermediate term high. Right here, this high. Then I'd want to see it come down, pull back up somewhere for a short-term high. That's whenever I'd be looking for displacement after that to the downside. So if something like that happens, then cool. But either way, I do want to see this become an inversion. Just be patient. Yeah, you got to have spidey senses. For sure, Will. Like, and that just comes with experience of watching the charts. Being in tune with how basically the market typically operates. And it's just chart experience. That's why I've always said, even in the beginning when people were learning, you can't replace chart time. So like no matter what, when you're learning, if you have the availability to sit there from 9:30 to 11 a.m., even if you're not trading, sit there and watch the charts. You're going to learn so much. So, and that's literally the spidey sense, is chart time. All right. So, and that's why I didn't ever consider longing this BISI right there. Because I'm looking at the market structure from the top side here. This is suspect. And I'm overall bearish still. So now we got a Fed speaker. Fed speaker Bostic speaking. Good old Bostic. Hopefully my stream runs smoother too, because with this overlay adjustment I made, I adjusted some of the settings for the stream because I'm trying to prep it so that way I can stream to YouTube and X as well and Discord all at the same time. And I think I optimized the settings a little bit, hopefully. So all right. Now, also, just FYI, any swing high inside of a fair value gap is automatically a intermediate term high, like, or low, whichever one it is. So, like, for example, this SIBI right here, even if it's not one I'm willing to trade, I can watch it for market structure right there. And even though it's lower, and that's actually a key indicator right here, right? So we have this one, and if it did pull back into here and come down, that's immediately an intermediate term high. And if you have an intermediate term high below a short-term high or any other short-term high, it's below it, that's a key signal that we're just going to go down. It's not going to come back up. Anytime the intermediate term high is lower than the short-term high. And the only reason why that should happen is because it's inside of a fair value gap. Golden nugget. Look at this. Look at all that down here. So suspect. So if we get a swing in here, we could be coming down. A swing high in here. It overshot it a little bit. And we still got Fed speakers saying all kinds of stuff. We did not get a swing in here. Now remember what I said. I'm okay with this swing not holding. What I'm not okay is this swing being taken out. If we take out this swing up here, then we're not coming down. Or at least in this morning session that I'm trading. But if we get that market structure up here that I just talked about, man, I mean, this is way suspect right there. So now I really don't care about this fair value gap. Oh, excuse me, man. I feel like I have to sneeze. It's about to be 10:21. See if we get something there. Now, again, the same thing. Want to see this become an inversion. I really would have preferred, though, for it to come up higher, like I said. Because you can look at this and say, oh, we have a high, lower high, lower high. I don't like that because there's no fair value gap in here. What I would have preferred is it to do this. Then come down, make another swing, and then get displacement. That's true market structure. ES took the recent low. Hey, Richard. What's up? All right. I do want to see it take this swing, and then from there, see what happens. Two things I'll be watching for. Like I said, take this swing. Does this one stay protected or not? If we take, so if this one does not stay protected, then I think we're just going to go up. What I prefer is what I said. Take this swing, create an intermediate term high, create another short term high, then we should get displacement down. I know I keep repeating it over and over, but I never know who's jumping on or off and seeing what I said or not. Yep. That's why I didn't make that video the other day, because I knew these emails were going to be coming out, and I wanted them to all come out first. Then I'll get on and make a video. Yeah, Dolfo. Yeah, it's possible it leaves them. I mean, but it's still suspect to me. All these relative equal lows. Very suspect. We haven't touched the 15-minute BISI there. Doesn't mean we have to, but it's still suspect. I want to be sure. And if we are creating that market structure that I'm talking about, then we could be coming down. Right now, the key is this one right here. It is Friday, so this could develop. Something could develop later in the morning as well. 10:50 macro after 11 a.m. So, as y'all know, I typically hang around until about 10:30, and if it looks like nothing is happening, then I'll hop off. If something's close, I might stay on for a few more minutes, but it all depends. Who was it? Got to read between the lines on that one. So, X and social media is speaking for all. I don't know. All right. This, yeah, might turn out to be not a whole lot of anything. We'll see. Struggling inside this daily fair value gap for sure. Got another Bissy in here that's holding up for the moment, but not something I'm looking to long. Not yet. I'm still not convinced long yet. If we displace up through this high, that changes things. Otherwise, I'm still waiting for this structure to either play out or not. Exactly, Munch. How Shadow is doing? I don't know. He's hit or miss on my stream. I don't know. You should message him, Chris. Hopefully he's not taking all these fair value gaps long and short, because that's a account killer. I mean, and to be fair, that's like probably one of the biggest things I see with newer ICT traders, is just seeing fair value gaps and trading fair value gaps without the total picture, without market structure, and just seeing that, we're in a bullish trend. I'm going to take a fair value gap, a Bissy. I'm going to go long off of it. Or if it looks like it's a breakout with a fair value gap, I'm going to go long. I'm really not, Richard. I haven't been in the that Apex Elite room or anything, and I mean, it's been years since I've been trading ICT concepts. I haven't been in there. Yeah, I've seen her a couple times in a chat somewhere, but very, very rare. I haven't seen what's going on inside that Elite room in so long. Yeah. Yep, Lori is great. Well, looks like Trump is saying some stuff now. Or I don't know how he's saying it or whatever, but the newsfeed popped up from a CNN source, so I don't know. Feeling nostalgic today? Yeah. Anytime you hop on, Richard, I get that feeling. Good to see you. I'm glad to see you. Yeah. 9 tick, man. Can y'all remember that? Like, it's hard for me to believe now how I used to trade that. Trading NQ for 9 ticks. Whew. Don't get me wrong, it was great. I think if I went back now with all my knowledge that I have, I could make like a lot of systems work. I could make the sniper system work for me. That's the first time I got funded. The first time I ever got a payout was on the sniper system, and the simplicity. My discipline wasn't there. Y'all know I made a video of why I stopped trading that. My discipline wasn't there. Sometimes you had the sniper setups anyways were negative risk reward ratio, so that messed up my discipline even more. But I'll never knock it. humble beginnings. All right. Let's see. So now we might be getting some structure here. Long-term high. Short-term high. Intermediate term high. Right there. Short-term high. So let's see. Typically within 2 to 4 minutes, I like to see displacement after we have this structure. Displacement down. So we might be getting it. Let's see. But then, of course, like I've been saying all morning, this dang busy here. 15-minute busy. But if we get this SIBI, I might actually short that down through these lows because I like the market structure. Yeah, exactly. 21 ticks. Okay. So pull back up into that. I'm going to drop down and see. And it might not. It might not confirm. It might just go up. And if that happens, so basically, if this just goes up and creates an inversion or whatever, then I'm done. Like, I'm out. If not, if we can get a confirmation here. I don't like, I mean, the overshoot here was just on the 15-second. The 1 minute, that's why you got to look at the 1 minute. The 1 minute is respecting it still. Like it traded through, but the bodies are still underneath it. So I will be looking at this low here. And I'm only going to look to take these lows that it created. Go right to that 15-second. But 909. Looking at about 30-point stop there. So it's not the best risk-reward ratio. If it even happens. And if you look on the 1 minute, look at the bodies. Underneath it still, wick, bodies. And on this one, well, we might not get it. We'll see. All right, we took that high. Yeah. I don't like it. I'm out, y'all. We inverted that. I don't like price action as much anymore. Like I wanted to see it displaced there. We did not displace. It's pulling it back up, overshooting that. It might still come down, but yeah, it's already 10:37. Yeah, I've got some sinuses in my nose. Like I feel fine, but man, my sinuses are killing me yesterday and today. I just had a cold a week ago, so I don't think I'm going to get a cold again. Yeah, I got sick a couple weeks ago, or a week or two ago, and I was like dying with that crap going around. and felt fine, but then just out of nowhere got sinuses, and it just sucks to not be able to breathe through your nose. It comes and goes though. Like, it'll randomly clear up and then it comes back. So I'm sure it'll be gone soon. All good. But all right, y'all, I'm going to hop off here. It's 10:40 almost. It's past my time. I wanted to see displacement there. We didn't get it, so no trade for me. You can see my P&L there. See, this is why I liked this dashboard, and I wanted to display it, because you can always see my P&L. You can always see my account numbers. As much transparency as I can have right there. So, anyways, because I wanted to do that last year when I had the same PAs for an over a year, but all good. Yep. All right, y'all. Have a great weekend. I'll see y'all. Wait, hold on. Let's look at the calendar. I know for sure Thursday and Friday I'm not gonna see y'all next week, but let's see. Let's check the beginning of the week. What do we have going on? Next week, Monday, we're looking good. Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, I'll see y'all Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So, all right, enjoy your weekend. Have a great weekend. And if you're going to keep training, be patient, be disciplined. Don't do anything stupid on a Friday, and trade well. All right, y'all take care. See you later.